what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Captain Marvel. Now this is a Marvel Cinematic Universe film, and I think this is the 21st one, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, in the franchise. Now this of course is based on the female superhero of the same name, and she's played by Brie Larson. Now I wasn't really too familiar with this particular character as far as like Marvel Comics go. I've heard of Captain Marvel, but I wasn't really too familiar with like the characters like origins, like the various like villains, like is she an alien, is she a human and so on. So I kind of went into this film like not really knowing anything too much about her, instead of that she's a superhero with like powers and so on, and she might be an alien and so on. So I didn't really know what to expect with this particular film, And you also have Samuel Jackson in the film playing as Nick Fury, and it's also a period piece too as well, being that it's actually set like in the mid-90s, like 1995, like an era I'm very familiar with, So I thought that was kind of one of the interesting things about the films too as well, But like I said, I kind of went into this, not really knowing what to expect and so on. And at first I was kind of, like disappointed because there's like a lot of stuff like going on, like the opening like battles and like sequences and like introductions to the various characters and stuff, I found it to be kind of like confusing and like complicated. But as the film actually went on, I thought it did get like a little more better and enjoyable, as far as like the action scenes and so on. It did have like a lot of humor, and I thought the characters were well played too as well, But yeah, the film does focus on the character known as Veers, where Carol Danvers is her actual, like, if I go into this like spoiler territory, but Carol Danvers is actually her other name too as well, The film opens with like this battle between like the Krees and the Skrulls, and she's actually like on the I think she's on the side of the Krees, if I'm not mistaken, and it's detailing the events of like this huge like war going on between these two different races, Now one of the things kind of odd about it too is the character of Veer. She's not only involved in this particular war, but it turns out, this is a spoiler alert, it turns out that she was actually like from Earth in period, that she's actually Carol Danvers, and she was actually kidnapped, and brought to this place and like brainwashed to believe that she was actually, I think, a Kree, if I'm not mistaken. Character played by Jude Law, I think he's known as Yon or Yoon Rog. He's actually like the mentor of Danvers, He tells her about her powers and how to use them and so on, and there's like a big plot point with him, but I'm not going to get into it. And it's kind of predictable because when you actually see him at first, you can kind of see, and get an idea, or can kind of predict what's going to happen with this particular character played by Jude Law, But yeah, it's this wars like going on. Danvers is somehow like brainwashed and so on, and she believes that she's actually like with the Kree. It turns out that she's actually taken from Earth, and like brainwashed and so on, So like I said, I don't want to go into it too much because that kind of spoils the film. But yeah, like the film has like a bunch of different like plot like elements going on with it. You have the idea of them giving like the origin story of Captain Marvel or Carol Danvers. Them giving the origin story of her. You get to see like an earlier look at Nick Fury when he's kind of like younger. You also get to see like how like his eye got messed up and so on. I'm not gonna get into all that, And like various other things, how like the S.H.I.E.L.D., like the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., how they were kind of like forming and stuff and so on, how they made the Avengers Initiative and so on. You get to see all those elements like come into play. You can get to see the usual Stan Lee cameo too. Kind of this is one of his final films, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe he's going to be in Avengers Endgame too. Because this also has like Easter eggs that connect to that upcoming film too as well, And of course you have to watch all like the credits too, like the end credits and all that, to see all this kind of stuff going on in the film, But yeah, at times, I felt that the film, like really when it opened, I felt like it was kind of like dragging, But then it started kind of like taking off. And it was like action, like exciting visuals and so on. I even thought the visual effects could have been probably a little better too as well. But it was okay, But they still had that kind of stuff going on, but I felt like it was just still something like off with it, But then like once she actually made it like to Earth, and found out about what was going on, and she actually teamed up for Nick Fury, played by Samuel Jackson. That's when the film, of course, was starting to kind of take off, and so on. He was getting like a better look at the film itself, and the characters and so on. You also have Ben Mendelsohn in the film. He plays like a major role in the film too. As Ben Mendelsohn, he actually plays, I think, Talos or Keller, and he's the shape-shifting leader of the Skrull invasion, of Earth, and he's actually secretly working for S.H.I.E.L.D., So I thought his character was pretty interesting because, you know, it turns out there was like more to him than meets the eye, you know. And one of the other things I thought was kind of cool about the film too as well, the way they did Nick Fury, and this is kind of interesting too. It can be kind of like a throw off in my opinion, because like you know, you have to accept that this was still Samuel Jackson playing his role, but they actually digitized him to make him look younger than he really is, you know, since the film is set in the 1990s, like the mid-90s. So you had to actually re-digitize like the look of Samuel Jackson to make him young. You know? So I guess they actually had him walking around and talking throughout the film, you know, but it just had like made him look younger with like visual effects. You know? So I thought that was kind of an interesting like thing about the film too as well. And you also have agent like Phil Coulson from like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was in the film too as well, played by Clark Gregg, and even him they had to like re-digitize, you know, to make him look younger than he was, you know. Like other characters, like a bunch of like characters, you have Annette Bening, and she's like the Supreme Intelligence in Marvel. You know, she was actually Dr. Wendy Lawson, a character who was kind of involved with Carol Danvers and how Carol Danvers actually got her powers in the beginning. You know, and that's like spoiler territory. We have Digimon Hounsou as a Korra, and he plays like one of the Kree, like I guess you could say warriors or mercenaries. He's actually like for Carol Danvers, you know, like and like Jude Law's character, he's actually with them, you know, but I'm not gonna really get into it too much. But yeah, like I said, this film, in the end, it did turn to be entertaining once they actually got to that stuff going on like on Earth and so on, and you got a better look at it. And it does seem like it's really focusing on the character of Captain Marvel. You know, I like how you did get to see her powers. You know, I thought that was kind of cool, interesting, being it was kind of just like simple the way it happened. And it was like an accident, like a lot of like the Marvel characters be. You know, they get like into an accident. It was still something to that, but it was still something kind of unique about how she got him. You know, I thought that was kind of interesting. That was kind of awesome, from my opinion, the way she got her powers. You know, now they don't really go to like their full extent of how powerful her powers are. You know, you just get to see her being able to shoot like blasts out of her hands and so on. And then she had to learn how to fly too as well, because at first she didn't know how to fly, you know. Then she had to learn how to fly and so on. So it's like a lot of stuff I feel like, you know, you could tell they're probably just leaving it open for like a sequel, you know. And the various villains and so on, like I said, were kind of expected, you know. There wasn't really no surprise to it, you know. Now this film is directed by Anna Bodine and Ryan Fleck. And like I said, I thought it did it was eventually said then, but at first I really wasn't enjoying it, but then it actually like took off, like I say. So I would definitely recommend this Captain Marvel for like fans like these Marvel like characters and so on, you know. Plus it is connected to the overall Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then we have the upcoming Avengers Endgame, and I think Captain Marvel is actually supposed to play like a major role in that film, if I'm not mistaken. I'm hearing that she might even be the one who actually takes Thanos out in the film, you know, from what I'm hearing, like the rumors, you know. So yeah, I would definitely recommend like checking this out, you know, but you actually got to leave yourself open, especially if you're not familiar with the character. I believe you got to leave yourself open for like a disappointment or so on. I'm sure you will see the outcome of what this film could be or what it could have been in the end, you know. But the visuals and the action scenes were pretty fun too as well. Like the actual action scenes, like I said, like when they were fighting or like explosives, like shootouts and stuff like that, those moments like that were awesome. And I really do believe that's what saved the film. And plus like the humor, you know, with like the character of like Nick Fury, and when like, you know, when Carol is with him and so on, I thought those moments were fun too as well. You know, it's like funny, you know. The character that I found to be interesting too as well. She was actually a friend of Carol Danvers when she was actually in the Air Force, you know, on Earth. Her name is Maria, I think Rambo. Yeah, Rambo. And she's played by Lashana Lynch. Now her character actually has like a daughter and so on, and she does have like a connection to Carol Danvers. You know, she actually knew her when she was an Air Force pilot. You know, so all that kind of stuff, you know, was kind of pretty interesting. I thought she kind of stood out, from my opinion too as well. But yeah, and then Captain Marvel, I was leaning very close to giving it a C, you know, but then I was like, nah, it was still like kind of pretty entertaining. It just took its time, like gaining momentum and so on, and it was like a fun movie, you know. I would be interested in seeing more from this character because I'm kind of curious about her powers. They did look cool, you know, the way she's shooting like the blasts and stuff out of her hands. I did think that kind of stuff looked kind of cool, you know. So yeah, and then I'm giving Captain Marvel, I'm gonna give this a B minus. Like I said, I would definitely recommend it for like fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films, you know, and so on. Or if you're just interested in like a new origin take on a new character from the Marvel like comics, you know, I would definitely recommend it for that crew. So I'm giving this a B minus. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.